Hello everyone, it's Maddie, so check my flow, also known as Madison Taylor, and I'm very excited for this video because I've been making smoothie bowls for quite a while now, and it is summer, so I've been making probably at least 2 smoothie bowls every day because it's been really hot, and you know, why not whip up some fruit and get some good old supplement protein powder with it. So that's why I've been making those recently, so I thought I had to make a video to share with you guys. It will be full of healthy ingredients and fulfilling ingredients, so thumbs up for that. So without further ado, let me show you my favorite type of summer smoothie bowl. So as my base, most of the time I like to use rolled oats. I like how the packaging calls it organic happy rolled oats. They are happy rolled oats apparently, so that's always good. And it's certified organic and gluten-free. At the bottom it says oats are a good source of protein and an excellent source of fiber. And it's by Bakery on Main, so I'm going to blend this and add some other supplement powders. So I just added a little bit of that. I would probably say half a cup. And unfortunately it doesn't have a thing to seal it at the top, so I'll just put it in a plastic bag, it's fine. Then I like to add a few raw organic heirloom almonds, and it's by Superfoods. It's very nutritious. It has vitamin E, vitamin B2, which promotes natural energy, fiber, which helps digestive maintenance, and protein, which builds healthy muscles. So I just added a few of these almonds just because you're really only supposed to have a few handfuls of grain every day, so I balanced it out between a lot of the oats and just a little bit of the almonds. That way I still get some of the minerals and protein from the almonds as well. So I'm gonna add my cacao powder as always because I can't live without chocolate, you know, so just gonna add a little bit of that. Alright, so now I'm gonna get my green superfood powder out of the fridge because you gotta keep it refrigerated after opening, and I have used it, so I'm gonna get that out now. And the powder is called Green Superfood. It's by Amazing Grass, and it says it's an alkalizing and energizing plant-based nutrition powder. It's vegan, gluten-free, and kosher. Now there's a lot of blends in this powder, such as the Green Food blend, which has wheatgrass, barley grass, alfalfa, spinach, spirulina, chlorella, and broccoli. And then there's an antioxidant blend, which has rose hips, pineapple, carrot, cherry. And then there's also digestive enzyme and active culture pre/probiotic blend, which has a lot of bacteria, you know, good bacteria and probiotics in it that I just can't pronounce. But as you can see, this is a very jam-packed, healthy, nutritious powder, and that's why I always feel a little bit better when I add a spoonful of it into my smoothie, because not only am I getting a smoothie bowl that's full of blended fruit and nut milk, but I get the opportunity to add these awesome powders like this green superfood powder that gives me all the essential vitamins and minerals that I need in my everyday diet. So that is a thumbs up in my opinion. Now it actually has a scooper in it. I forgot about that, so I'm just going to be adding probably half a scoop of this because who knows, maybe I'll make another smoothie bowl later, so I can add more of that powder later. And it recommends to have 1 scoop of this powder in your smoothie or whatever every day. I'm also going to be adding this mackey berry powder. As you can see, the brand is by Food, of course, that's where I get most of my powders. And on the back it talks about the berries and says they are wild-grown superfruit native to Chile. They help to boost immunity, strength, and stamina. It also has calcium, iron, as well as vitamins A, C, B1, and B3. So no wonder this little berry is one of our favorites. It packs quite a punch. So I'm just going to be adding a spoonful of this. So now that I have all of my powders in the blender, I like to blend the powder into a fine consistency or composition before I add any of the liquid, just so that it's more blended, the powder part. So I'm going to turn this on. Alright, so now that I have all my batter, my batter? So now that I have all my powder blended, I'm going to be adding, I usually use almond milk, silk almond milk, that is unsweetened, but yeah, ran out of that, so went to the nearest health food store and they sell macadamia milk, and that sparked my interest. So I started trying that, and it actually, I don't know why, but it makes the smoothie bowl a lot nuttier than it does when I add the other almond milk. If you prefer more of a nutty taste, then I definitely recommend switching over, if you haven't already, to macadamia milk, because I think I prefer it more now over almond milk, so I'm definitely going to use this in the future. So this unsweetened macadamia milk is by the brand Milkadamia. Smart. It's dairy-free, it has 50% more calcium than regular milk, it's an excellent source of vitamin D and vitamin B12. So I'm probably going to add a third cup of macadamia milk right now, and I'll probably add more little by little as I go after I've blended everything, and I think it needs more of a liquid consistency so it blends better. So I'm just going to add just a little bit right now. Then for a natural sweetener, I'm going to add some maple syrup, and it's by Field Day Organic, and the brand says that it's made from the highest quality maple trees with no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. The only thing you'll taste is rich maple goodness. And actually we have a sugar maple tree in our front yard, but I've never actually attempted to get maple syrup from it, but maybe I should, because I'm starting to use maple syrup more now, so maybe that will be a motive to, you know, use the maple sugar tree in my backyard. So just a spoonful of this maple syrup will do. I also have some raw organic stone ground almond butter at hand. It's nothing but almonds, no other preservatives. It's very thick, but I think a spoonful of this will definitely add to the creamy consistency of this smoothie bowl, so I definitely recommend it. Then I like to use these acai packets, which is by the brand Sambazon. It's organic, pure, and unsweetened, so there's no other cane syrup or other sugar added to it, so that's always good. And what I like to do is run it over hot water or just water in the sink. That way it's much easier to cut open at the top and then put into the blender, so I'm going to do that now. And now you add your frozen fruit of choice, frozen berries, frozen bananas. This time I'm going to be adding frozen organic dark sweet cherries. I don't have any more frozen berries like raspberries or blueberries. All I have is this, so I'm literally trying this for the first time, but I mean, I love cherries, so I'm sure this is going to turn out good, but if you prefer other frozen fruit, definitely go for that as well. For some fresh fruit, I'm going to add some strawberries because we do have a lot in our fridge at the moment. And I'm also going to keep the leaves on, which I know is kind of weird because you wouldn't normally eat strawberries with leaves on them if they weren't in a smoothie, but the leaves are nutritious as well, so if I just add it in the blender and I blend it up, I'm not going to know the difference. I'm just going to be getting more nutrition, so I'm going to look at it that way, and I'm not going to bother cutting the leaves off. And then I'm also going to add the blueberries because you gotta have the berries, right? Go antioxidants! I said that so weird. Whatever. Okay, so I definitely think I'm going to have to add more macadamia milk, so I'm just going to add more right now. And for the finishing touch, I'm going to add just about 5 drops or so of this Sweet Drop Sweetener Lemon Drop, and it has liquid stevia in it, so it's not just lemon essential oil. That's what I first thought when I saw this product. Just a few drops, sweet leaves, liquid stevia can turn a boring bottle of water or virtually any other food or beverage into a flavorful, healthier experience. When I was watching one of Cambria Joy's food videos, because she does a lot of those, she does a lot of healthy food recipes, so I definitely recommend checking out her channel if you already haven't. She talked about how she added just a few drops of this lemon essential oil or something. I don't think it was this product exactly, but she said that it made such a difference in her recipes. So when I saw this in the health food store, I thought, okay, why not? Why not try it out? And it really does make a difference, guys. I know it sounds weird, it's just a few drops, but I guess because it's so concentrated and it has liquid stevia in it, it definitely adds a kick of sweetness. And my friend even agreed because we were making smoothie bowls the other day and I'd used this in our smoothie bowls and they turned out so sweet, they were so delicious, we loved it. And then the next day when she went back to her house and, you know, I was obviously still in my house, we had made our own smoothie bowls, I decided to try not to use this just to see if there would be a difference. And it just wasn't as sweet. I was actually not satisfied. And I texted my friend that, the smoothie bowl I made today wasn't as good. And I didn't use this lemon sweetener. I guess this does make a difference. And she said, yeah, I just made a smoothie bowl myself similar to the one we made and it didn't taste as sweet. So you never know, it might have been this ingredient that really made it as sweet as we wanted it to be. So that is why I'm definitely going to add a few drops of this as well. Alright, so now we can finally blend it. Let's get going. So I'm gonna put the speed dial on number 1 first, and then once it starts blending, I'm gonna slowly turn it to the right so that the speed level increases. And then I like to see if there's any frozen fruit that hasn't blended yet, or the acai packet, because that tends to be stubborn, of course, when you're trying to blend it with all the liquid and powder. So just gonna check. Sometimes you just have to move the frozen fruit around and then turn the blender back on, and then it blends better. You never know. So it's a process. Smells good, that's for sure. So for my toppings, I generally like to use Sun Food raw organic goji berries and Navita's organic cacao nibs. Alright, so here's my smoothie bowl. I go very simple with the toppings. Sometimes I like to add cut up fresh seasonal fruit, but as for right now, I'm just gonna go with cacao nibs and goji berries, the usual duo. Alright, I got my bamboo spoon to enjoy my smoothie bowl with. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope that this recipe kind of helped you out with what ingredients you can use in your smoothie bowls. You can really go about it anyway, but I hope that you find a recipe that works for you. I hope it was of help for anyone that is curious about what smoothie bowls are made with and how to make them. Let me know if you do make any smoothie bowls. Send me pictures. My Twitter is MaddieSoCheckMyFlow, same thing as my username, and also my Instagram, so you can tag me if you make any, and thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day. See ya!